What's up, sir? I heard something's going on in Pakistan.
Yeah, I got you. It might take some time to explain those, so you want to go sit somewhere?
Sure, let's go. So who's the leader of Pakistan right now?
So Shehbaz Sharif was elected after a vote of no confidence where Imran Khan was removed, and he was elected on April 11th, 2022.
Interesting. So how does he choose to run his government? Is it a liberal democracy or what?
So Pakistan is not a liberal democracy. Multiple military coups over the decades of Pakistan's rule has caused a huge military influence on politics, and it's also caused a higher priority towards budget on the military. This is bad for Pakistan because we have other issues in Pakistan, but the military is having a higher priority, and that affects politics as well, because now they have to include the military in politics. It's also received a 37-point score on the Freedom House. So there was also pre-poll manipulation and rigging. In the 2019 Imran Khan election, there was 2 suicide bombing instances, one killing 142 candidates and the other killing 31. This instance caused fear in other candidates and completely ruined their ability to campaign. This is what caused a huge manipulation in the votes during the election.
So what about the minorities? Are their rights protected as well?
So minorities, like small communities, small tribes, those guys' rights are protected under the rights and rules of Islam. There's also the Transgender Bill of 2018, which provides transgender people the rights and freedoms as any other citizen. And this goes the same with LGBTQ plus groups. However, in theory this works, but in real life, the groups, the LGBTQ plus groups, they always end up harassed, met with violence and discrimination. There's also another instance of discrimination in Pakistan. The Ahmadiyya group has also been discriminated because they have a separate voting ballot than other citizens.
Does free press also exist in Pakistan?
Freedom of the press is allowed in Pakistan, and it's constitutionally supported by Freedom of Ordinance 2002 and the Code of Conduct 2010. In law, freedom of press exists, but in reality, journalists are constantly being killed. Since 1990, according to Freedom Network, 140 journalists have been killed, and 65% of them were targeted. This shows that journalists are not free in Pakistan, and they are constantly met with violence and backlash for their opinions.
So what about the political opposition? Are they just as restricted as the press?
Although opposition parties have freedom, most of them are met with violent backlash and rallies, and many get assassinated.
So tell me, has there been any recent cases of political corruption?
So there has been recent cases of political corruption. On April 22nd, 2022, the Election Commission of Pakistan has ruled Imran Khan corrupt because he has accepted state gifts of valued around $2 million. And that's been ruled as corrupt because he has not publicized that. There's also been another case of political corruption. Nawaz Sharif, a politician, he got a $25 million fine for a questionable income source, which has been linked to corruption.
So there has been cases of political corruption. Has there also been cases of election irregularities?
There has been few election irregularities. In 1990, Benazir Bhutto, during that election, 2 army generals were proven to give financial assistance to 2 favored party members, which shows there was no election irregularity in that time.
That's very interesting. So how limited are the franchises there?
Pakistan is very open to franchises. 70% of its market share is owned by U.S. brands.
So it seems that Pakistan is a very restrictive country. Has there also been abuse of executive powers as well?
There has been a clear use of executive powers in Pakistan. There was torture reports from Human Rights Watch of Shehbaz Gill, who was an aide for Imran Khan in his rallies. So there was also the Army Act, which allowed soldiers to harass and spy on citizens for their own means.
Is the judicial branch free from political influence?
No, not at all. Nawaz Sharif, a political leader in the past, has been in jail for corruption, but has been released on suspicious medical records and is now in London. Nawaz's son used bribery against a judge to resign so he wouldn't be convicted. He also threatened the judge as well. I'll show you something from the Pakistani news.
Welcome to Geo News. In today's episode, we're going to cover Imran Khan getting shot at his legs during an assassination attempt. Protesters believed Imran Khan was misleading people, according to Pakistan Ministry of Information. This shows This shows politicians can't have freedom of speech without facing backlash.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम beautiful people, how are you? आज हम पाकिस्तान के बीचों बीच में आए हुए हैं और आज हम देखेंगे कि फर्स्ट न्यूज़ आई है हमारी, एक ताज़ी न्यूज़ अभी मैं आपको बताऊंगा। अभी थोड़ी देर में बस आप चंद सेकंड मुझे दे दें, इतना बड़ा काम होया अब आप सोचेंगे भी नहीं।